Retro Rock plays everything.
Hey there gamers! A couple weeks ago I did a video where I basically thumbed through an Atari catalog and, kind of left my comments on it, and it went over fairly well, so I thought I would try it again. Therefore, this week I'm going to show you the 1981 Atari Video Computer System Catalog with 43 game programs. By the way, if you're interested in me doing catalogs from other companies, let me know. I do have Intellivision. I think I might have ColecoVision. I definitely have some Sega ones from later on as well. I keep a pretty decent collection and I can go through them. Anyway, more fun, more games, more entertainment. When it comes to video games, no other manufacturer stacks up to Atari. Today, Atari offers you a library of 43 exciting game program cartridges, and new games are constantly under development. By the way, the first time I read this, I said underdeveloped. Mistakes. Anyway, Atari takes fun seriously. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just little clippets. There's no "it's only a game" attitude at Atari. It means we have the integrity to put quality where you may not always see it. How does that work? We put quality where you don't see it. Alright. From design to manufacturing, Atari quality control ensures years of top performance from your VCS. The inevitable net result, the best you can buy. That's something we just don't joke about. On to the next page. Here we have the Asteroids game program. This one, of course, we played a lot of when I was a kid. This is a pretty good version of Asteroids. It was kind of weird in that the asteroids tended to sail like on a vertical plane. I mean, they would go left and right, but in the arcade version, the asteroids were all over the place, and on Atari, they tended to roll in a pretty predictable pattern. But other than that, I think it was a pretty good version. I like the way they used to put like 66 games here. Like they were totally different games. No, they're just variants on a theme. But anyway, let them have it, I guess. Next is another game I spent a lot of time with, Missile Command. And it's weird. I remember the description from this totally differently. I remember the Zardanians attacking. And what it says clearly here is, fiendishly clever, oh my goodness, Krytolians are out to destroy your peace-loving planet of Zardon. I also remember the term interplanetary ballistic missiles, or IPBMs. That's pretty cool. That was a well-made-up thing. And I really like the art on this particular piece here. I remember staring at this one for long periods of time, because I was a weird kid. Next. Good thing I didn't grow up like that, right? Space Invaders. Attack the aliens. Neat artwork again. I really love the way they did the mothership here. And I like the general artwork. This doesn't match the actual game, which I don't know why that bothers me so much when the artwork doesn't really match the gameplay, but whatever. I mean, it's good enough, and I do like the look of it. It's got way more color than the Atari 2600 version, but the Atari 2600 version of Space Invaders is still definitely playable today. No questions asked there, or need to be asked there. Next we got Superman game program. You're the Man of Steel. Look at those graphics. That's right. You know, a lot of people like this game. I think it gets panned now, and I think it gets panned because the N64 version sucks so bad, but I don't think it was that bad. I did not have it at the time though. We got 3D tic-tac-toe. I've played backgammon on this station before, and it was pretty not good. I did not find it very enjoyable. You're basically doing everything yourself. Next we have Breakout, which is really quite good. Not amazing, but quite good. We've got Card Sharks. That's the casino program, and of course they've got blackjack. They had blackjack separately, didn't they? Yeah, they definitely did, because I used to play it separately. But they've got poker, poker solitaire. There's 4 different types of games on there. Maybe I just never played the other ones. How about that? Anyway, there is Concentration right there, which was one of those, they were supposed to be educational games, but they were kind of bupkis. Bowling, which I have spent a lot of time with. I think this game also holds up today. I think this is a really fun game to play even now, especially if you have a friend to play it with. It is really, it's a good game. My uncle and I used to play this endlessly. Football, still the only football game I've probably ever played more than 15 minutes. I've got hours in on that one. Human Cannonball, I only tried that one a couple times. I didn't think too much of it. I had some friends that really liked it though. We've got Video Chess, meh. Video Checkers, meh. It was okay. My uncle and I used to play this one. He didn't have Video Chess though. Night Driver I thought was pretty good. It's the best you could expect out of the Atari 2600 for this particular game. It was very similar to the original, if not perfect. It wasn't bad. Othello! Played a lot of this when I got into computers more, but not so much on the Atari 2600. I like the way they make it like a space age version of Othello. That's why it's square. There's no circles in the future. The artwork's kind of interesting too. Who's this guy watching them and is he telling them what to do? Anyway. See, the art in this is really interesting, I think. Air-Sea Battle, great freaking game. It actually has a lot of different types of games in it too. Another game I used to play with my uncle all the time. Very competitive, very, very fun. We would play Shooting Gallery every once in a while, but anti-aircraft seems to be the big one for us, and Bomber was pretty darn good too. Skydiver. I actually liked this game, but I didn't have it, so I played at my friend's house. It's pretty good. Surround, another game, constantly played. Constantly. It's a lot like Tron, where you try to basically wipe each other out. Also, there was a game called Video Graffiti at the end of it, where you could draw your own stuff. And I probably have more hours in that than I do in Skyrim. Just crazy. Oh yeah, there was an independent blackjack game, see? There's the one I used to play. It was pretty good. Brain Games, heard of it, never did try it out. Circus Atari's another one that I thought was pretty good, but I did not have it and would play it at a friend's house. Because everybody had Atari except for the one kid in the neighborhood who had Coleco, which was, wow, that was a awesome game system. My friend Vic had Intellivision, but he was the only one I knew with an Intellivision. They were a minority. Soccer, got this from my cousin Dawn for my birthday. I played it a lot. It's pretty good. What's special about it that they don't show you is when you get a goal, it does like this fireworks thing. It's really cool. Really well done. Makes it worth playing. You should probably, if you just play it once, it's worth checking out. Adventure, I've played a whole lot of this game. I've got a video of me finishing the hard level on it in like a few seconds because I just got lucky, and that's a pretty cool video. If I remember, I'll link it down below. Next we have Indy 500, another game I've played a whole lot of. Really good. It's different games have like different versions. The Ice Track was one that we used to play just to mess around on, and it was fun. It was really good. Next we got Hangman, another one that I didn't play. I think I've played it a couple times since. Outlaw. Played this one constantly with everybody. Great game. I'm pretty good at it. It's one of the few games I've been able to beat my kid at in the last like 5 years or so. So he doesn't play it anymore. I'm the king. We can have a shootout. By the way, it has a lot of variation in it. So, pretty good. Combat's another one. I know, who hasn't played Combat? I found 3 bags of Combat, like bags full of copies of Combat at a thrift shop, and I think they wanted like $5 a bag, and I did not buy it. This golf version is very popular with people. I never really got into it, but a number of different golf games have been based on the original Atari Golf. So it's beloved. Video Pinball. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. Atari Leaf listed this in his favorite games. I was kind of surprised to see it there, but you know, when I think about it, I spent a lot of time with this game. I've played it a lot. It is really not bad. It's a pretty good game. It's very basic, and later I think they came out with David's Midnight Magic, which was a much better game, but if you look at it, you know, it's very primitive by today's standards. But it was interesting, and it was better than the one that they used to have on their original Pong hardware. Trying to remember the name of that. CX something. That's helpful, right? Alright, baseball. Well, baseball I also have spent a lot of time on and can say it is a great freaking game. It's not perfect. I have played a number of baseball games over the years that I've liked better, but it is a really good one in my opinion. It's fun, and it's still fun today. So try it out, it won't kill you. Codebreaker, don't know much. Basic programming, I always wanted that and never got it. In retrospect, I doubt it would have done me much good, but I had a lot of spare time back then. Street Racer. Yeah, my uncle loved that game, and I did not like it so much. It was kind of boring as far as I was concerned, but it was a neat idea, and you could play it head-to-head, which made it a little bit better, but again, not my thing. Dodgem, big among my friends, not so big among me, but it's not bad. It's like Pac-Man, but you can't stop moving, and the maze is a little bit closer, or a little bit more basic. And basically what you do is you drive around trying to grab the dots while avoiding the enemy car, which is trying to run into you. Kind of like a primitive Rally X mixed with Pac-Man. That's pretty good. That was a good description of it. Flag capture, wanted it, never got it, never tried it. Fun with numbers, why would I? Video Olympics, I think everybody who had an Atari got this as one of their first games. It's kind of basic, but don't let this one picture fool you. Really, they should have had like half a dozen pictures to match all the games that were on here. There is a whole lot of different and fun to play multiplayer games on Video Olympics. I think I've got a video on that too that I did. Slot Racers, did not have a lot of experience. As I recall, you could shoot missiles at your enemy cars, and it was kind of fun to play 2-player, but was not one of our favorites. Unlike this guy over here, which is Canyon Bomber, this game is freaking great. You bomb, well, it's exactly what it says. No false advertising in Atari games, let me tell you. You bomb canyons and try to get the most blocks knocked out. This is a very popular game to put on those all-in-one Ataris, like the Flashback. So you'll see it there, and it's definitely worth playing. As is Atari Basketball. Yeah, I know, a lot of people like the real sports stuff that came out later, but I think the fake sports stuff was the best. The original basketball was great. No complaints. You could always get a friend, and you could always get somebody to play because it was so basic, and that's a big deal. It's not present in games a lot anymore. Warlords. At the Midwest Gaming Classic, we still get people to play Warlords. You can play 4 players on this. It's great. You protect your king by bouncing a ball around, try to knock down the walls, and kill the enemy's king. It is a really, really great game. Nothing bad to say about it. The arcade game is great too. Maze Craze. This is another one I actually did play a lot of. Maze Craze is pretty fun. I never knew the story behind it because we just got it as a cartridge and it looks like you're supposed to be a cop. Basically, you try to escape the maze as fast as possible. And it was fun. Look at this. You could join the Atari Club. I don't think I joined it. Only $1 for the full year. Anybody want to sign up for the Atari Club? I think I mentioned before that I have, or I don't have it anymore, but I had these cases for my Atari games. Never had this one, never even saw this one. There's a nice little diagram to show if you don't happen to have paddles, what games use them. Very nice. There we are. We have arrived at the end of the 1981 catalog. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and if there's something you want to see in catalogs, let me know because I've got a few others. Bye.